Canada.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed through the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave through to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And there are the anthems. A warm maritime welcome to all of our viewers from Boston, from Toronto, from wherever you are watching. Maybe you're in the Maritimes and didn't want to make the trip down here. You are missing out. We have a great show for you today here at Wanderers Grounds in Halifax, Nova Scotia. The Ontario Arrows facing the New England FreeJacks in this lovely balmy afternoon. It's not bad, actually. It looks a little cold and windy, but it's actually about 14 degrees Celsius. That's about 58 Fahrenheit for those of you stuck in the dark ages, and we're just about to kick off here. Mo Chowdhury of Rugby Canada in the middle. My name is Brian Ray with America's Rugby News, sometimes on CBC Sports Radio. It'll be a one-man show today. I'll do my best to keep you informed. You can see FreeJacks captain Matt Houston just coming over here. The FreeJacks, their first ever game. Of course, this is an exhibition fixture. They will be joining Major League Rugby in the 2020 season. We'll just hold for the kickoff here. Ben Sema about to kick off the U.S. Eagle International. And there it is. Sema kicks long. Got by Peter Malazzo. And he moves the ball to Windsor. Windsor clear it long. Looking for that touch line right around midfield. He finds a good touch over there. So the first line out coming up for the FreeJacks. Just look at their lineup. In the forwards, Luke Schlottman, Diego Macchiera, Anthony Perry, Ronan McCusker, Jackson Thebus, Owen Hunt, Matt Houston, Chris Fraser in the forwards. In the backs, Eric Thompson, Ben Sema, Christian Adams, Ty Gleader, Peter Lupton, Steve Dazzo, and Danny Collins. We'll get to the Arrows lineup after this. Throw in coming from Mackey area. Of course, he played with the Houston SaberCats in Major League Rugby this past season. Didn't look quite straight, but will play on. I like that attitude from the referee. Houston taking it on. Good tackle from A.J. Quatrin. And it's an early penalty for not rolling against Quatrin. Didn't get out of the tackle quick enough. And now SEMA will have a crack at the corner. Looking at the Arrows, line up the front row. Rob Brower, A.J. Quatrin, Tom Dalzell. Of course, Brower and Dalzell, both Canadian internationals. Mike Shepard and Tom Van Horn in the second row will hold off SEMA's missed touch. And Josiah Mora is on the ball with the counter here. He's the Canadian Sevens representative, so very quick on his feet. Moved by DiNardo to Windsor. He attacks the line. Very willing to do that. McCusker looking to challenge at the breakdown, but didn't quite get there. Now taken on, I think that was Brower. DiNardo looks blind. I think that was Shepard taking it on. A little tricky to see from where I am right now. Now Tom Van Horn. DiNardo a little high for Windsor, but Windsor gathers, throws up a high ball, gets caught up in the window, but Dazzo can't quite take it. Hint of a knock on there, it is. It'll be a scrum. First scrum to the Arrows. Will be keen to watch this scrum. As I said, Brower and Dalzell, two very highly esteemed Canadian internationals in that Arrows front row, and they absolutely dominated the Mystics earlier this year when they played in the spring series. Continuing with the Arrows lineup, we've got hometown favorite Mo Abdelmanem on the flank, making his Arrows debut. He's wearing number 6 here in the short side. Peter Malazzo at 7, Matt Mullins at 8, Riley DiNardo 9, Sean Windsor 10, Lucas Hammond and Josiah Mora in the wings, Mitch Richardson, Andrew Coe in the centers, Cooper Coates, Halifax's own at fullback.
Set. And
Here's the scrum DiNardo feeds, and it's not quite dominance, but a good shove from the Arrows.
Right.
Windsor looks off the left foot, but not the greatest kick. Easily handled by Danny Collins.
Wait.
Eric Thompson looking for Thebus. And again, goes straight back to SEMA. He's just going to kick for territory. But again, maybe not the best kick there. Cooper Coates has plenty of time, but just takes his eye off the pass. Coe can't handle it. It's a knock on. It'll be a scrum to the FreeJacks. So the first scrum, a good push, initial shove from the Arrows there. Didn't quite get the dominance maybe they wanted, but it was their own ball, so they probably just wanted secure possession. We'll see if they can really put the pressure on here. Those two giant bookends for the Arrows, very dominant in the scrum in the spring, taking on all comers. Dalzell kind of has been in and out of the side, maybe in pseudo retirement, but here he is, back again today. A formidable character on that tight head prop side for the Arrows. Thompson will feed under massive pressure, but Fraser gets it away, just stuffed by DiNardo. He was conscious of that number 8 pick coming. And again, Thompson looks back for SEMA in the pocket. Oh, big collision there between Mora and Dazzo. Lost forward, good timing from Dazzo to put the pressure on Mora, and it'll be a scrum to the FreeJacks. The Arrows won't be too upset about that. You can see at that last scrum, the FreeJacks going backwards. That's going to be a rough one for them all day. They'll just have to look, maybe channel one ball, get it out as quickly as possible. So again, this is the first game ever for the FreeJacks. They're an expansion franchise based in Boston. They'll be playing in the 2020 Major League Rugby season. Replay here, you can see that collision, a big shoulder-on-shoulder contact. Big Steve Dazzo, of course, he was a Dartmouth football player as a defensive back. He will have had plenty of those kinds of collisions. Eric Thompson putting the ball in, reaching in to dig it out as Chris Fraser sets it up. That's a good scrum from the FreeJacks, nice and stable. SEMA again looking to the boot, trying to put pressure, but that's a great take from Cooper Coates out wide. Keeps it alive. No, it's been intercepted by Christian Adams. The FreeJacks go on attack, but just a little knock on there, gathered by Van Horn. What's the call here? Oh, it's a forward pass. Who's going to call? Forward from the Arrows. Or is it a knock-on signal? Either way, it's a scrum to the FreeJacks. They had a good scrum at the last one over here on the left side. We'll see how they do on the right. That'll give them some confidence.
Just keep it that way, okay?
SEMA hasn't really looked to use his back line yet. We'll see if he's got Christian Adams lining up behind him now. Maybe they'll look to use him. Tig Leader, of course, a very handy distributor, wearing the number 12 shirt. Both of them playing with the San Diego Legion in this year's Major League Rugby season, so interesting to see them here with the Free Jacks today. Scrum wheels this time, and it's a penalty against the Free Jacks. The Arrows showing their dominance at the set piece. And you think they'll try and grind their way to a lead early on against this new Free Jack side. Free Jacks are coached by Josh Smith from Mystic River, the two-time national champions. He's helped out by James Willocks from Dartmouth. So good coaching staff in the way. And of course, during the week we heard Alex Magleby leaving USA Rugby and joining the Free Jacks as CEO in the new year. Of course, he's one of the a very highly respected member of USA Rugby, so that's a great move for them. Here's Dalzell on the charge. DiNardo to Windsor. Windsor to Coe. Coe with a little hitch step. Hits a gap, but he's stopped by Lupton. Shepard coming around the short side. DiNardo hits Brower on the charge.
No.
Easy clear out. Not quite quick ball for the Arrows, but they're getting some momentum. Here's Mora. Good turn of pace, but great tackle by Diego Maciera to bring him down. Van Horn does well to hold on to the ball, maybe a little bit slippery in the dampness.
Just wait.
Brower flat, good hands, great hands from Windsor, and again from Richardson, and Coes through the gap. Racing for the corner. It's a try in the corner. I think that's Cooper Coates taking the pass from Andrew Coe. Or was it Coe who finished that off?
That's a try of 5.
Just lost sight of him in the corner there. We'll check on the replay.
For number 13,
It was Andrew Coe.
Peter Lupton.
We can hear. Great ball here. Brower, the hands. Great, just a flick of the pass from Windsor. And again, swift hands from Richardson. And then it was just pure gas from Coe sliding into the corner. That's a great try for him. Of course, a dual international. He's played for Canada. It's 15s and 7s. Very impressive player. We've kind of been accustomed to watching him at fullback, but here he is doing very well at outside center. And the first score is 5-0 for the Arrows. Just about 8 minutes played. It looks like Cooper Coates will do the kicking. Of course, he's an exceptional kicker. He was on a soccer scholarship at Acadia University. The local favorite here, played with the Halifax Tars. From a tough angle. Here's the strike. It's a good strike. And it's over. Great kick from Cooper Coates. That makes it 7-0 to the Arrows. Coming up on 9 minutes played.
The conversion is good. Pick by number 15, Tanny Collins.
Of course, the Arrows are building towards the 2019 Major League Rugby season, so they're giving a few guys some opportunities to win contracts today. These local guys like Cooper Coates, who's just joined the Rugby Canada Centralized program out in Victoria. Mo Abdelmanem, the other Nova Scotia player here, starting in the lineup, making his Arrows debut. Played for the Halifax Tars, the St. Mary's Huskies. Now with James Bay, again out in Victoria. People like the West Coast. High kick from SEMA, taken again by Malazzo. Arrows there for the clear out. And they'll just look to exit here. It's DiNardo with the box kick. Fielded by Dazzo. SEMA there to collect the pass. Mora shackles him and gets over the ball, but can't quite get onto it at the breakdown. Thompson looking for Houston. And there's a penalty won at the breakdown by the Arrows. Great pressure there.
No clean out.
The chop tackle from Richardson. Taking down Houston. Arrows quickest over the ball. And now Coates with the kicking duties today. They look to clear. And it looks like it's a good one. That'll take the Arrows just outside the 22. An attacking line out here. We'll see if they look to use that driving maul against this new Free Jack side. A couple big bodies in the Free Jack second row. Ronan McCusker from Ireland. Played with the Rainy Old Boys over there. Jackson Thebus, a football player actually for the Montana Grizzlies, an offensive lineman. He slimmed down a little bit since those days. Played rugby in high school, so the sport isn't entirely new to him. Not the cleanest line out, but Abdelmanem clears it up. And here's Shepard on the charge, tackled by Makiera. He's been prominent early in defense for the Free Jacks. Richardson caught behind the gate line, but manages to keep it alive. DiNardo now feeds Van Horn. Back inside to Dalzell, tries to give it to Shepard. Probably not the best idea, just need to clean it up and set it up. There's Coe, a flat ball to Milazzo. Houston looking to steal. And the pressure wins the penalty. Milazzo pinged for that extra roll on the end. Referee not having any of that today. And Sema finds the line safely. Didn't get too much territory there, but he's brought it out just beyond halfway. The line out just in front of me. Makier will have the throw. That one earlier wasn't the straightest ever, but he got away with it. We'll see if he can find his target this time. And he does. It looks like it's Owen Hunt with the take there at the front. Here's Sema feeding Fraser. Fraser the leader. Leader now using the boot, trying to find some territory.
Straight out, yeah. Thank you.
But that's out on the full, and that will come back. It'll be an Arrows throw just inside the Free Jacks 10-meter line. Little mistake there from leader. They're trying to plug those corners in this wind, but
Red.
here's
Take
a crowd
step
shot.
off, Red. Thank you. Time back on.
People maybe a little bit slow getting to the game today. There was quite a few tickets sold during the week, but the rain may be turning some people off. And I'm sure they'll start to peter in a little bit more. Milazzo, no, sorry, that was Mullins who tried to take that in the line out, just knocked it on, and the Free Jacks have it. Here's Sema. Flat ball. To a surprise, I think that was Schlottman. And here's Sema, just a little grubber in behind. Dazzo putting pressure on Coates, but Coates does well, and he steps around the outside. He's looking for the chip ahead into space. Coe is there. He kicks it on ahead. Can he get there? He does. Andrew Coe with the try, his second of the game. Slides onto the ball from Cooper Coates. What a great counter from Coates. Sema just trying to be cheeky, putting his own wingers in space. It just goes to the wrong team. Countered brilliantly by Coates. Just stepped around the outside. The little grubber behind into space. Free Jacks run attack, caught unawares, and Coe the fastest man to the ball. Here's the replay here. What a step from Coates. And just the awareness to put that in back. Coe showing his football skills. And there he is. Of course, Coe is a highly rated soccer player himself in Ontario before he chose rugby. Of course, he made the right choice. We won't argue with that. Again, we can see the chip ahead there. Two soccer players in tandem. And here's Coates with his Johnny Wilkinson-esque build up for the kick. Just a little bit of a breeze. And he struck it perfectly, and that's 14-0 now the score. The Arrows taking the early lead. They'll be happy with that. Free Jacks are competitive, maybe just a couple little mistakes. That kick by leader gave away the line out. And just maybe a 50-50 kick by Sema. It just didn't work out for them. They'll look to just
scored by number 13,
settle it down a bit, gain some possession.
That's a good
really
conversion by number
so
15, Cooper Coates.
Here's Sema kicking along. It won't be Milazzo this time. It'll be Mora taking it, the winger. But he's held up there by McCusker. But he manages to wrestle the ball free. And it looks like Shepard just crashing it up there. And again, we'll see an exit here from the Arrows. But first, Dalzell will take it on. Just trying to use their big forwards to bash it up. Looks like Owen Hunt is down there holding his shoulder.
That was kicked in, guys.
There's a great kick, finding huge territory for the Arrows. It looks like we might have a substitute coming up pretty soon for the Free Jacks. Medical staff out to look, and here's time off. It is Owen Hunt down holding his shoulder. Looks to be in a bit of discomfort
Hold that mark, please.
from the Glendale Raptors Academy. He was playing with the Mystics at number 8 earlier this year in that spring series. Well, we have a timeout here. A shout out to the sponsors of the Ontario Arrows, Waypoint Investment Partners, Blackshire Capital, Allianz, Langara Fishing Adventures, 360 Center, Deneen Coffee, Idlehard, a Canadian Rugby Alliance. Here's Hunt down, and we'll see the replay, see if we can pick out where he got injured. Just making that tackle on Shepard. Just on his shoulder there, just a routine tackle, but just wasn't having it. We'll see that, maybe a collarbone, shoulder anyways.
As soon as they get him off the
See
field.
who they bring in. They've got a couple of loose forwards on the bench, the Free Jacks. They've got Thor Laframboise, the wonderfully named, the Nordic Raspberry, as we've been calling him over here in the booth, and John Kakinda, the Mystic River veteran, also a loose forward. So we'll see who they'll look to bring on here if he comes off, but he looks like he's shaking it off. He's just rolling out his shoulder. There he is. Hunt's going to tough it out. See if he can last. Just about 16 minutes into the game here.
Blue will take the white, yeah. Yeah, Blue, you take the white, guys.
Macchiera gets the ball. Time is in. Here's the throw again. Not the greatest throw. McCusker tried to take it, but it's lost forward. It'll be a scrum to the Arrows. Some early line-out difficulties for the Free Jacks. Not entirely unexpected with this new lineup, new bunch of guys. Of course, there are lots of Mystics in this side. We've got 5 in the forward pack alone.
Okay. Keep that space, Blue, okay? Keep that space nice
To
and
be
slow.
expected, to be honest, I think a lot of people expected there to be more Mystics in this lineup, and it was a pleasant surprise to see the likes of Seema and Leader in the roster. We heard rumblings of Leader during the week, but Seema came, certainly is a big surprise to me. Great pickup. Interesting, Seema was actually playing behind Leader during the Major League Rugby season. Leader wearing the number 10 shirt, so it's great to see them playing in tandem here today. The dual kicking option, of course, both excellent distributors. Leader was meant to join the USA Select 15 in the America's Pacific Challenge down in Uruguay that just completed, but he had to withdraw just before the competition. Apparently he wasn't cleared quite yet from World Rugby, I think was the story. In any event, he didn't make the trip, but he's certainly on USA Rugby's radar. And there's a huge scrum for the Arrows. Driving forward, they have the advantage. See what they look to do with this. Here's Windsor. Just take the free shot. See if he can plug it in behind. Nothing coming from that. They'll come back for the penalty. Scrum dominance from the Arrows as we expected.
Huh? Coming to yellow. Your options are scrum or penalty kick here.
No, I know, but do they get another warning?
What will they do here? Will they take the points or will they kick to the corner? Coates is going to kick to the corner. We've got 14 on the board already. No need to take a shot at post. They'll look for the line-out drive here.
Number, sir? They'll let you know. They'll let you know.
This tight 5 is all played together lots of times by now, so this will be just routine. You think they'll look at maybe Shepard at the front. Actually, they got Van Horn lining up inside. Well, maybe Milazzo, if they want to go to the back. He's a frequent target. Well, it was nearly picked off with the Free Jacks. Van Horn got up and took it, though, and here comes the drive from the Arrows. Inching their way towards the line. The Free Jacks spinning around, trying to slow it up. It's gone down, no penalty, so it'll be play on here. And again, they'll look to drive ahead with their forwards. Arrows taking it on. I think that was Dalzell. Van Horn.
Yellow line's fine, guys. Try is good.
And it's a penalty. It's a try. He's actually made the line. Very difficult to see the line from where I am, but that is a try for Big Tom Van Horn from the Brantford Harlequins. One of the twin golems in that Harlequins lineup. Of course, they've won 2 McCormick Cups. They didn't win this year. Markham Irish taking the title this year in the final. Brantford will be pleased to see their man getting over the line. And that's try number 3 for the Arrows. These Free Jacks are down, well, they're down 19 as it is. Could be 21 pretty soon. Having a little chat under the posts, looking to regroup. Just having a bit of trouble dealing with this big meaty Arrows pack who are well drilled. Just looking to grind them down. His coach lining up a conversion. It's another terrific kick. That's 3 for 3 from the Halifax man. Drawing the applause from the crowd. 21-0 for the Arrows. Just about 20 minutes, halfway through the first half here. A little bit of frustration on the faces of some of these Free Jack players just in front of me. See what Seema looks to do with this kick. Goes for the shorter one, hangs it up. It's a great kick. Just hasn't gone 10. It was very close. Just the wind held it up just a little. It's a good idea, I think, to try and gain possession from that kick, but unfortunately it hasn't gone quite right, and that'll be a scrum to the Arrows at center.
Okay, guys, we got to stay
I
in
don't
that
think
scrum,
the
please.
Free Jacks front row will be too excited about this. Of course, they've got two players with Major League Rugby experience in the front row. Matt Guerra playing with the Houston SaberCats, and Anthony Perry. He was a Rugby United New York guy last year, but he was on loan to the New Orleans Gold. Spent some time down there playing. He plays loose head and tight head. He's on the tight head side today. Up against Rob Brower, and Brower gets the shove on. Arrows again looking for that penalty, and they have the advantage now.
Yeah, penalty.
And they're just going to hold it in. Mullins doing very well to keep the ball in, and now he picks and goes. Arrows playing advantage here. Coats a short ball to Dalzell. Abdelmanem on his hip for the to clear out. A little bit sloppy there, Mo. Shepard carries now, still advantage. Windsor with the show and go. And behind the back to Mora, just slicing in off his wing. Didn't get too much ground there. He was stopped. And here's Windsor with the step. Not sure if we're still on advantage or not, but the Arrows are making good ground here. Here's Quatrin with the pick. Ball just coming loose at the back.
Back up! No, it's over, it's over.
Slow ball. Advantage is over. Shepard now taking it on. Bernardo looking short. That's Lucas Hammond. I think that's about his first touch of the game, the Canada Sevens representative. Quatrin takes it on. Donardo hits Shepard standing flat. The short ball to Mo Abdelmanem. Feeds it back Donardo. Coach standing at first receiver. Windsor to Mora out wide.
What?
Looking to take on his man.
Okay.
Keeps it inbounds as well. Donardo to Windsor. Windsor to Mo Abdelmanem again. Hint of the entry there. Oh no, it's a knock on. Knocked on from the Arrows. Unfortunate. And the Free Jacks will have a scrum, and they'll look to clear from here. Again, they'll just want to go quick. Get a quick strike. Or maybe a pick off the back from Fraser just to set it up and give Seema a little more time to find some range. They don't want to give away a cheap kick to touch here in an attacking position. And it's been complete dominance from the Arrows at the scrum so far.
Ready.
Shepard and Van Horn in the engine room,
Crouch.
providing a bit of ballast.
Fine. Set. It's gone down.
This collapses, we'll have a reset.
Yeah. We'll do it again. Far side went down. Here we go. Get it nice and solid.
Owen Hunt looks to have recovered. His shoulder still holding up.
Ready, boys?
Space. Crouch. Bind. Set. Wait.
Thompson with the feed. Arrows get the big drive. But Fraser does well to take that out at the back. breeze just attacked me over here in the booth.
Let's get us back
They
down.
did well to get it, but Sema doesn't get any territory on that. And he's just tried to take me out with the ball. He's obviously
Outside
angry at
line.
some of my commentary. This will be a throw in
Right, take the line.
for the Arrows in a great attacking position. Sema under all kinds of pressure there.
Yeah, just hold the line. Just come in front, hold the line out.
Just as I say,
Yeah, wait.
Hunt is down again, but it might
Time
just
off.
be some shoe there. Oh, it is. There he is, his boot, just lacing up his boot. No breaks for him today.
No worries, man. No worries. Take your time. No problem.
The weather just seems to follow me around. The last time I was doing commentary here was at the Women's Tri-Nations U20 tournament earlier
Time back on.
this summer, and it was pouring rain that day, so maybe I'm a bit lucky just to have some wind now. The rain's kind of subsided for now. Quatrin with the throw. Van Horn takes the arrow, set up the drive. No, Shepard peels off the back, pops to Malazzo. He makes good territory. DiNardo will look for the quick ball. He does. A little bit high, though, to Windsor. Windsor hit a bit late, maybe, from Steve Dazzo, but they've retained it. What's the call here? And again, they've won a turnover. I think that's Leader who's got over the ball. Josiah Mora was hit just as he got the ball. And the FreeJacks, that'll be a confidence builder. Sema will look to win some territory here. Again, into the wind. Here's the replay here. It was good ball set up by Malazzo there, but then just a high pass from DiNardo. And it just gave Mora no time when he got just blasted there in the tackle. Leader the first over the ball to win the turnover. Fraser takes the line-out ball. Thompson, a bit of a loose pass, but it gathered well by Houston, just on the shoulder of Sema. Thompson to Sema. Leader, the show and go, but nowhere to go. Shut down by Windsor and Richardson. Short ball. Looks like McCusker takes that one on. Tackled by Van Horn. Thompson to Sema. Sema looking for territory. Doesn't look like it's going to reach touch. Oh, it just goes over Hammond. He just kind of misjudged that in the wind. Little step there to get out of danger. Here's Shepard crashing it up. He's had quite a few carries already.
Back up here.
Stony Creek men.
No, offside first. He's gotta get
Offside penalty
first.
against the FreeJacks. Will
Offside
DiNardo go
first.
quick? No, they'll just slow it down. Coates will take the corner. They'll put more pressure probably with another
Full red.
line-out drive coming up.
Offside.
Rinse and repeat.
Mike, just take the front of the line out. Keep that gap open, okay? Give him a line. Give him a line to stay on.
If you want to send me some shout-outs today, you can hit me up at Twitter at @RaysRugby.
Make sure you
If
stop.
stoppages in play, I'll take a look, see if anybody's saying hello. Not the fastest connection here, but maybe we'll get it. Line out for Quatrin. Finds Malazzo at the back. Shepard again takes it. Was Houston offside? Maybe
No.
not.
No, you gotta take the ball. Go for the ball. They
Picked
left
by
the ball
Quatrin.
open.
He's had lots of those. Looking good today. Abdelmonem crashes ahead. They're getting close now. And they're in.
Try.
Who is it with the ball over the line? Is that
You don't
Abdelmonem?
want to roll on the ground.
Yeah, no.
It is indeed Mo
Especially when the
Abdelmonem,
defender's
the
there, right?
Halifax
He's
Stars
running
man.
through his legs.
He gets the applause of the crowd. Good day for the locals. Coach 3 conversions so far.
yes, he is. He can slow him
Abdelmonem
down.
gets
He
on
can tackle
the
this.
scoring sheet. His first try in his first appearance.
But the tackle was
for
small
the
tackle, he's right
Arrows.
there. So you're making a
Wearing
gain
number
by
6
going
today. He
through his
also
legs.
played 6 with the
You just need to acknowledge
Atlantic
that, right?
Rock during the Canadian Rugby Championship, but he's really an out-and-out open side. He's usually very good over the breakdown, very hard to move. He's like a limpet out there. But he's on the blind side today. And it hasn't really been that open game for him to show off that breakdown ability. It's been all in the tight, but he's doing well. A few carries, good support. And here's Coach lining up for the conversion. It's like the Tars are playing out there. Tars with the try. Tars with the kick at goal. Coates is on target again, 4 for 4, 28-0 to the Arrows. Clock just ticking over 29 minutes now. Free Jacks still to get their, still looking for their first points in their history. See if they can find some before the break. Sema again going for the short and flat ball this time, and taken well by Thebes. That's what they needed. A little bit of possession in an attacking territory. Hunt takes it on. Thompson maybe just a little bit too slow there.
Unlucky, guys. Unlucky scrum here.
And it's lost forward from Thompson.
No, he slipped his own team.
That's unlucky. Scrum. They didn't want to give that away in that position. They just won from the restart. They had good position in an attacking spot, and they've just given it away. Frustrating. Frustrating for those New Englanders. It's probably a better term for that. I apologize if so.
Eyes up left. Oh, watch the blind.
Crouch.
Where stay.
Bind.
Yeah, Choco.
Set.
Scrum is very low. Can they keep that up? They can. Dalzell's knees just inches off the ground there.
He's outside, guys. He's outside.
Kick ahead. He's outside the 22, so that will come back. He's just kicked a bit too long, just as Leader had earlier, a mistake, and that'll be a line out to the Free Jacks in an attacking position.
We're set now. Line out. Red.
Referee not allowing the quick throw there. Had been touched. So Makiera will have the throw. Again, the Free Jacks going with 5 in the line. They hit Hunt at the front. Thompson, a wobbly old ball in that wind. Houston can't quite take it, and that'll be a scrum to the Arrows. Another unforced error on the part of the Free Jacks. That'll certainly be the discussion at halftime, just to clean up those little mistakes. Bit of nerves maybe out there. In the first ever game, this historic day for the Free Jacks. Good to see them starting so early, kind of taking a page from the Arrows book. Of course, the Arrows started in September of 2017, and they're joining Major League Rugby in January. Put in from DiNardo. Good clean ball. Windsor will look to kick. Finds some space. Collins gathers it and returns fire. Has he kept it in? He's done well. Very good kick from Collins there. DiNardo maybe eyeing a quick one, but doesn't he? Lets it go. It was a great return from Danny Collins from the Irish Wolfhounds.
6.
It's one of 2 from the Wolfhounds there today. Peter Lupton, the outside center, who's a rugby league international with Wales. The old veteran at 13.
You guys can bring you guys in, no problem.
Here's Abdelmonem. Crashing it up, just held up maybe by Fraser, but he's managed to wrestle his way to the ground. DiNardo hits Windsor. Windsor looking for the sideline. Can he keep it in? He does. He finds grass. Here's Collins, tackled by Mora. Good pressure from Coates.
Recovery.
Sema will look to find some space in back. He finds the grasp, but Mora, somehow he's the first to get there. He's very quick, very rapid, young player. DiNardo finds Malazzo. Macchieri hits him, and Dazzo follows up. Oh, good hand shown by Dalzell. Keep that alive. Shepard will have a pick here. Just a short offload to Quatrin. Again tackled by Macchiera. DiNardo hits Windsor. Windsor with a little cheeky grubber in behind.
Advantage over!
And it works out. Bobbles off Sema. And here's Mora in the clear. Can Thompson grab him? Just grabs his jersey and slows him down. But Coates is into the corner, and that's a try to the Arrows. Try number 5. Coates, the Halifax hero, slides in for the try. He's already got 4 conversions. A great day for the Halifax players here today. We'll take a look at the replay. I think it was Hammond who gets the ball. Hammond, there he is in the middle. Just bobbled by Sema. Chipped ahead by Hammond. He picks up the loose ball. Short offload to Shepard in support. And here's Mora on the outside. I have to say Thompson did very well just to snag him there. But Coates in support into the corner. Try number 5 for the Arrows. Very good try. Another unfortunate bounce for the FreeJacks. They're not getting anything here today. They're just going to have to earn it. Arrows up 33. Here's coach looking for his 5th conversion after scoring the try. Not quite on target this time. We'll let it slide. 4 for 5. So 33-0 is the score. 35 minutes just coming up on the clock now. We'll see him look to kick short again here, try and get some possession. FreeJacks need to get something out of this.
It's the yellow, eh? The
Some
yellow
kind
line.
of positive before the half.
Okay. That's 10.
Holds up in the wind. It was a good chase by Houston, and the pressure pays off. Thompson has the ball, and it's a scrum advantage with a knock-on from the Arrows. I think that was Hunt who took it on. Here's Macchiera on the charge. Thompson slowing it down. Flat ball to Sema. Again, tries to kick in behind it. Ricochets, but it turns out well. Hunt takes it, but the offload goes to the Arrows. Unlucky again. It was on with just that mistake. Maybe not the right decision. And now Coe has it out wide. Tackled by Houston.
Rock!
Donardo, the short ball to Abdelmanem. Tackled by Lupton.
Back up!
Here's Quatrin.
Step here, guys.
A skip ball from Donardo. Windsor puts up the high one. Christian Adams under it. He takes
In
it.
front of the kicker, guys.
Good step to reach. Get out of the reach of Abdelmanem.
Is he in front?
Fraser at halfback feeds Sema. Sema the long ball to Dazo, but it just floats up in the wind, and he just tries to bulldoze over Mora, but Mora up to the task to drag him down at least. McCusker hammered in the tackle. Didn't quite see who was that from the Arrows.
Back!
That was Quatrin with the big tackle. FreeJacks under pressure. Dalzell picks up the loose pass, but Macchiera is there to make a nuisance of himself, and Collins takes it on. Donardo over the ball, but no release called in the tackle. It's a penalty to the FreeJacks. It's a big tackle by Quatrin on McCusker just a second ago.
Time's off, guys. Just hold it. Time's off.
Got a player down just in front of us. Can't quite see who it is at the moment. Some notable absentees from the Arrows lineup today. Guys getting ready for the World Cup qualifiers coming up. The repechage for Canada. Paul Cellini, the second row. Cole Keith, the prop, is with them as well. Kainoa Lloyd, the winger, also missing today. Of course, very tense times for Canadian rugby. Here's the replay here. Let's see if we can pick anything up. There's that huge tackle from Quatrin on McCusker.
Gonna stay?
The bobbled ball. There's Thompson. You can just see him there
Boys, 2 minutes and a half.
holding his
2 minutes
wrist.
and a half.
He's up now. Just testing himself out here. Eric Thompson, the junior All-American scrum half.
Okay.
Looks like he's going to play on.
Time's
Just going to
back
shake
on.
it off.
Clear release.
Plus they
Tackle.
got Ian Luciano on the bench. So more than capable cover should he come off the field. Sema finds his touch.
Numbers!
Looks like it's a full line out this time. Macchiera picks out Thebus. Taken on by Hunt.
Offside.
Thompson skips the ball to Sema. His wrist might not be quite right there. But they win the penalty. Houston looks to get a bit of pace on it. He takes it on quickly.
You're off your feet, leave it.
Again, just slowed down a little bit. Sema, Lupton. Here's Collins. Steps back inside through one, through two. Thompson to Houston. Houston shackled by Quatrin. Sema hits Hunt. Here's Thebus. There's just enough to fend off Abdelmanem, but he makes a nuisance of himself, slows it down. Perry hit behind the gain line by Van Horn. Thompson, the inside ball to Dazzo. Good runner. Taken down by Quatrin, who does well, almost gets the pinch there at the breakdown. Here's Sema looking to the boot again. It's a cross kick for Adams. He gets up. What a take by Adams. What a super score that is. The first try.
You okay with it? He's in line with the pass.
We're just going to have to wait a second here to see if he's onside. The referee just checking with his assistant.
He's ahead of the ball.
The highly esteemed Mike Dickey. No try is the call. Oh, jeez.
No try.
Very unfortunate. We'll have to check on the replay.
Don't worry about the high. It wasn't high.
Ian Luciano, by the way, coming onto the field now for Eric Thompson.
No try. Offside.
No try.
In front of the kicker.
He's in front of the kicker. Instead, it's an offside penalty. We can't really see here from the replay where he was standing. It looked, obviously, a highlight reel looked spectacular. Thought we had the first try in New England's books, but no. Call is offside. We'll have to give the lineman a bit of ribbing after the game for that one. Here's Adams. He takes the long kick to Collins. Collins with the step inside. Tackled. Man, that's frustrating for the Free Jacks. Schlottman catches the ball, just manages to hold on behind the line. Here's Luciano just into the game at halfback. Feeds to Sema. Houston, oh no, here's Houston with the ball. That was Hunt, sorry, with the offload to Houston. But they've lost the ball. Malazzo has it. DiNardo kicks as he kept it in field. He has it, bounces. That'll be a line out.
Over. That's halftime, guys.
And there's the halftime whistle from the referee. There won't be a line out. Halftime score, Arrows 33, Free Jacks 0. Hard luck on the Free Jacks. They've just been up against this impressive forward pack, getting beaten up a bit in the set piece, but they'll look to regroup at halftime, try and find something, maybe bring in a couple impact players to see what they can do. But there you have it from Wanderers grounds in Halifax, 33-0 the score at halftime, and we will be with you just in a few short minutes.
got 6 contestants.
Yeah, it's our. It is.
This halftime extravaganza is brought to you by
Right? Like, it's just. Yeah, the spring's actually, hold on.
We are 1-for-1. And these folks are playing for a phenomenal $100 gift courtesy of our friends at Celtic Corner. All right, kick number 2. Just a bit outside. We are 1 for 2.
Okay, never mind.
We got another one through. We are definitely having a second round. 3 contestants through. We got 2 makes and a miss.
At least this way, there's only a certain section that I'm like messed up. I'll report that back. No, if you want to go, I'm going to stay over here. I'll be back.
Yep, it's a squeaker, but it counts. 3 and 1. That's 4. That's 5. For curiosity's sake, how did we end up with an extra player from this crazy Red Bull crew over here?
Okay, Val. No, I appreciate your help, man. I'm going to see if maybe this sticks.
All right, we got 1 more to go.
It is not.
Well, well, well. We're moving on. This one gonna be much more challenging.
Right, so it goes from here into here, out, and then this is the out. Like this would be the STI out, right? It comes from this, from the out, plug it into the monitor, right? And then you take the, that's right, you take the red cable. I feel a lot better than this. Oh my God, yeah. So I've been on a plane. I've been on a plane and in an airport.
Just a bit outside. Shame had the legs. Not quite the aim. Okay, contestant number 2.
So Ben, is he bent over here?
Same result.
Okay.
We got 3 contestants left.
I just need to somehow be able to power down there.
It's good. 2 to go.
Now I'm supposed to do that. Then we'll have to blow the true or hurt.
Just outside. but this is an absolute make for you. Otherwise, I think, oh yeah, we've got one more. My bad. All right, now we're down to brass tacks. One last contestant making the attempt. Otherwise, we're crowning a winner.
Needs to go out. Right? That's the one that was never dropped. Nope. You want this?
Oh, we're moving on. Okay, we got to do this one wicked fast. We only got a couple minutes.
Camera with this one plugged in right now. Yeah. And then this will go into there. Yes.
We have a substitute kicker for the record for the last contestant who's got a bum leg. Nay, nay. We have two, correct?
Other way. Yeah. Upside down treat.
We got one sudden death kick.
Pointed that way. There you go. I was heading that way. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, it was like upside down the way you had it originally. Power to that? Oh, right. You plugged it in my hand. Yes. There we go. So, we're going to tape this.
Oh, just inside left.
You hold this here. That.
Oh, and just short. We're out of time. Let's all go over. Every contestant come on over to the scorers table. We're going to figure it out. In the meantime, we got to welcome the Celtics senior men's and senior women's rugby team. Both enjoyed their finest seasons in history.
I don't have to be wide for anything. Exactly.
We are back here in Halifax. Second half about to get underway. 33-0 the score. The Arrows lead the FreeJacks. First ever game for this Boston future MLR franchise. Shoutouts to Liam and the EOD crew. I don't know if Liam's a full-time member of them now or not, but we'll call him. We'll say he is. Hello to all those guys. Check out the Earful of Dirt podcast if Major League Rugby is your thing. Follow them on Twitter as well. A couple subs out there. We got Kieran Martin making his Arrows debut. He's replaced Mitch Richardson. He is wearing number 23 for the Arrows. Very solid-looking character. He's actually from England, played at the Saracens Academy, spent a few years in France with Plouzané, and he's now at the Hamilton Hornets. Normally plays fly half, but it looks like he's going to be at inside center today. And then we've got one for the FreeJacks. Christian Adams is off, and I think that means who's going to come on? I'm just trying to figure out who's come on, but it looks like it's probably going to be Jihad Kabir.
Cooper, you good?
Looking for confirmation for that. We'll get that for you shortly. Kick long, and Thebus is under it. Luciano hits Hunt.
Brought in.
Bounces off Dalzell and takes it off, just
Back up
dragged
here.
down by Shepard. McCusker looking for the ball, but it goes behind him to Seema. Oh, big hit. I think that was Collins getting hit there in the tackle. And here's Seema. He'll look to kick long.
Inside.
Just bobbled by Coates near the sideline. That'll be first scrum of the half to the FreeJacks.
Sorry?
The shoulder shot on the first phase. Yeah. No rep at all.
Okay, I'll watch for it. I'll watch for it. I'll watch for it.
So not entirely sure who has come on here for the FreeJacks. A couple of
Timing's
changes
off,
in
guys,
numbers
here,
that we didn't get before the
injury.
game.
I'll go look for it. Time off.
Might be John Kukinda over there in the in the forwards who's come on in the back row. It is. Oh, so that's the change. Okay, so they brought in Kukinda on the flank, and they've actually moved Chris Fraser to the wing from number 8. You don't see that change very often.
Still confused.
But Fraser, of course, he's played on the wing before, and he's actually a USA Sevens trialist, so he'll have the pace to play on the wing. So he is wearing number 8 now, out on the right wing. Christian Adams off. John Kukinda now lining up at the open side flank for the Free Jacks.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Not too far. You guys were too far to begin with.
Kukinda wearing 22. Luciano is actually wearing 25. He was listed at 22 himself. Switch some jerseys. Free Jacks with the put in their own end, just a couple meters outside of their 10-meter line.
Keep the space, guys. Keep the space. Crouch. Bind. Set. Wait.
Actually looking at the Arrows lineup, Martin is lining up at fly half. Sean Windsor has moved to inside center. That's a huge scrum from the Arrows. They've taken one against the head, and here's Mullins tearing away off the back. The short ball to Mora. DiNardo, and pass goes to nobody. That connection just hasn't quite been great today. Of course, we've got the new fly half in as well, so that'll be a little adjustments there. Van Horn takes it on. DiNardo to Coe, little hitch step, tackled by Lupton. Abdelmonem in support, driving it forward. Ball's on the
Move
deck.
8. Over there. Move 8.
Penalty against Fraser for not rolling. Interesting.
No.
Seems a little harsh. Coates will look to the corner. It's a good kick. Quattrin looking for the ball.
Take the white, okay? Take your own space here.
Wants to speed this up. Arrow's probably looking for a drive here with Abdelmonem sitting in the receiver slot. There's the ball taken by Malazzo, and there is the drive. Abdelmonem, the man there to rip. Driving forward, he'll try and sneak it back to Quattrin.
Use it! That's one!
Will have it shortly. Makiera trying to make a nuisance of himself, doing well. DiNardo comes off the back. Hammond comes in, but he's tackled by Sema. Here's DiNardo. Short ball to Malazzo. Not much space there. Fraser trying to get over the ball.
Just wait.
They've retained it. Here's Shepard just setting it up, tackled by Kukinda. DiNardo, flat ball. Here's Kieran Martin, first touch.
Okay.
Windsor under all kinds of pressure from Sema. No room to move. He's lost the ball. It'll be a scrum to the Free Jacks. Good pressure from the Free Jacks defensive line.
Before I can get the offside there.
See what they do here.
Gotta fix that rock.
Maybe try and get out of their own end. They've got the wind this half. They're up against it a little bit last half, and see if they can use it to their advantage. Get some territory. Scrum, of course, hasn't gone their way. They want to get quick ball out of here.
Crouch!
See, Matt Houston has now moved back to number 8. Played a bit there with the New Orleans Gold in the Major League Rugby season. Played every minute for them this season. Outstanding player. There he is. He comes off the back. The captain. Oh, but he's lost it in the tackle. And here's Martin. Shades of Gareth Reese with his body type. The big fella. Not quite as tall, but he's certainly well proportioned. DiNardo for Quattrin. He wriggles out of one tackle, gets some ground.
Back up.
Here's DiNardo to Shepard, standing flat. He's been a willing receiver all day. Here's Martin again. Short ball for Abdelmonem. He loses it. Makiera trying to pick it up. 2 knock-ons there. First one from the Arrow scrum to the Free Jacks. Things going a little bit better for the Free Jacks. But they're still stuck in their own end. They've got to put the ball down in Arrow's territory and put some pressure on. Little mistakes continue to hurt them. That little knock-on from Houston on the carry. He'll be disappointed with that as the captain. Houston, one of the first players that was confirmed for the Free Jacks earlier this week, along with Diego Maciera, the hooker, both of them in Major League Rugby last season. As I said, Houston with the gold, Maciera with the Sabercats.
Here we go.
Houston actually from the Charlotte Rugby Club, and Maciera, of course, was a Mystic River guy, so no surprise to see him back with the Free Jacks. Or I should say, moving to the Free Jacks back in Boston.
Bind. Set.
Be interesting to see if some of these more experienced guys get loaned out to MLR sides. That seems to be the suggestion being handed around, that we'll see the likes of SEMA and Houston with somebody, as Rugby United New York did last year.
Back.
Here's the Free Jacks. They get the ball away. Here's Luciano. Gives it to Hunt. Still in the game despite taking that shoulder knock earlier. Luciano maybe looking for the box. He changes his mind. Schlatten offloads to McCusker. Wrestles his way through the tackle of Mullins. Luciano to SEMA. Behind to Lupton. It's held up by Milazzo, but manages to get the ball down. But it's scrappy, and Martin has stolen it.
No, you guys lost that.
The Arrows have possession. DiNardo. Dalzell. The prop pass to Shepard. It was ugly, but it found its target. Here's DiNardo. Windsor looks to kick, changes his mind. Mullins in support, just holding off Fraser there on the wing now. Fraser over the ball.
No, leave it.
As he won the turnover.
Leave it.
Referee says no, he can't have it. And now he's going to penalize him. I think he's going to call him for no release here at the tackle. Maybe unlucky. Fraser certainly thinks that,
Wrong guy, no, he's number 8.
that he released and did well enough.
Okay, great. I've got the right guy. Okay, you've come off your feet.
Now he's getting a warning from
the
the referee, Mr. Chowdhury,
Cleaned out, just to make sure you leave the ball. Okay.
saying he wants a clear release at the tackle. That is indeed the call.
Off feet.
Fraser maybe feeling a little hard done by. Certainly was in the right position. Maybe didn't get quite enough air away from the ball before going back. Quatrin will have the throw here.
Outside.
Throw to the back, Milazzo takes it. Lost forward from Shepard. Just a little mistake from the Arrows there. Shoutouts to Cole Keith, he's listening. He liked that Kieran Martin comment.
15.
Cole getting ready for the repechage, the World Cup qualifiers coming up. Canada will be up against Kenya, Hong Kong, Germany. They've got to come out on top to qualify for the 2019 World Cup in Japan. They're not the highest ranked team. Hong Kong actually the highest ranked team in the World Rugby rankings, but Canada probably favorites in most people's eyes. The only of those four to have previously qualified for the World Cup. Of course, they've been in every one, all 8 of them. Great scrum from the Arrows there. Lupton there just to crash it up, but Martin putting the shoulder in him. Luciano looking for SEMA. No, he hits Schlatten. Just takes it into his opposite number, Brower.
Brought in.
And SEMA, the long kick coach is there to gather. No problems this time. He's got Mora with him on the right. Fakes, just takes it on himself, but now he pops it to Mora. Mora showing his good footwork. He's shown lots of that today. Have the Free Jacks pinched it? No. DiNardo has it. Here's Martin with the ball. Good kick to the corner, but Fraser is there. Actually not the greatest kick as it turns out. Maybe the wind just holding it up. Mullins there to shackle Fraser. Mullins, a guy who plays wing in the 7th Circuit. So 2 winger/8s out there. Here's Maciera with the charge down, tackled by Quatrin. His fellow hooker out there, Abdelmanem, making a mess of himself at the breakdown, but the Free Jacks get it away. Here's McCusker, just bounces off Milazzo.
Fine, come on.
The big bump off from the Irish second row. No clear release penalty
Leave it.
against Abdelmanem. Same thing called against Fraser just a moment ago, so the referee being consistent in that area.
way too much chatter.
Really have a chat with the
What
arrows.
happened over there was clearly fine. You have no support. Number
Just
6
having a
is
word
coming
with
through.
Matt
Those
Houston.
guys
Here we
fine.
see the replay.
Over here, I'm going to deal.
That is the call. Clear indication there from the referee. As Simo will look for the corner. Here he is. He misses touch, actually. And Hammond has it. And he clears, but it's I have to say, a terrible kick. Houston goes in to gather. It goes backwards. It's not a knock-on. Luciano has it. He looks
Not from
for
the side.
Simo. No. It's Kokinda, actually, who will take it on. FreeJacks getting some possession here. In an attacking spot. Leader out there. The show and go. He's tackled. Just loses it a little bit on the ground. The Arrows now have it. Here comes the counter ruck. And it's a good one. FreeJacks under all kinds of pressure.
Back 10.
Leader just didn't have the support on the deck.
22 shoulder.
FreeJacks give away possession. Didn't quite hear what the call was, but the Arrows were dominant on the counter ruck.
Ryan,
They're always likely to win that ball. And now that's a great clearing kick from Coates. Well over halfway. There'll be a throw in for the Arrows.
Yeah, just make the subs, make them. Hey, hold
Hordes of subs coming in now to the game. We've got an all-new front row coming in for the Arrows. Jack McRogers, Alex Forrest from PEI, another Atlantic Canadian. Mike Smith on the tight head side.
This time's off
Peter
here.
Malazzo coming off and going on. Grant Crowell from Wolfville, Nova Scotia. Also a couple subs on for the FreeJacks. We've got Anthony Pari is coming off.
Time on.
And it looks like Thebus is coming off. Jackson Thebus is off as well. So Dave McKenna is on, and it looks like he might actually be on in the second row. He plays both front row and second row. He's a big fella. And it looks like Stephen Hinshaw on as well.
Okay, nice and slow, guys. Nice and slow.
For the FreeJacks. Get those changes confirmed.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Scrum to the FreeJacks. Again, Arrows, new front row, no change. No surprise, really. Alex Forrest, probably the
Stop!
best scrummaging we
Yep.
said in the Canadian Rugby Championship earlier this year. Kick doesn't find touch. Here's Mora.
Okay, just get the kicker.
Is he going in? Is he going out? He can't quite make up his mind, and he gets thumped.
Wait for the pull.
DiNardo, the short ball.
Get the kicker safety.
Arrows just slowing it down. And here's the box kick from DiNardo. Seema's back to cover. But he just loses sight of it and lets it bounce. Strange decision there from Seema. But they will get the throw in at the line out. Not sure he
Line,
intended
put- go
that
on the
though.
line
I
here.
think he would have wanted to catch that and counter.
Thank you. Back 10. Go back 10. Get back 10.
That might actually be Sean Moran wearing number 16. He was supposed to be wearing 18. Now on a tight head prop.
Scrum line out. Scrum. Not straight. A little bit, yeah, right here. Not straighten the line out, and then the knock on for you. Clear. Clear. Some points in both. I got 10. I got 10. Just take that channel.
Scrum to the Arrows just on the
Garrett,
FreeJacks side of
keep the
halfway.
space, guys.
Score
Keep
still
the space here.
33-0. We're coming
Crouch.
close to the 55-minute mark. No
Fine.
score so far in this half. So
Set.
that's a positive for the FreeJacks, though they still don't have any themselves. And maybe frustrated by that call from the AR earlier. Looked like a good try for Christian Adams. Here's Martin. He takes it. He drills it into the corner. A line drive in behind Dazo. And it finds touch. That's a great kick from Martin. Shown a couple nice touches since he's come on. Replacing Richardson. Martin standing at fly half.
Blue,
Sean
take the
Windsor
line.
at inside center now.
Blue, take the line. 4.
Martin, part of the Arrows Academy earlier this year. Now with the senior program.
I'm on you. I'm on you.
getting a look ahead of the Major League Rugby season.
Knock on. Scrum red.
Just a bobbled ball after the line out, and it'll be a scrum to the Free Jacks. This new
Just wave if you have to.
Arrows front row.
No. Just wave. Yeah.
Mike Smith, I'm pretty sure he's a
Stay here.
McMaster kid on the tight head side, promising prop, very mobile in the loose. Of
Crouch.
course, the hooker Jack McRogers, part of Canada's
Bind.
U20 side at the World
Stand
Rugby
up,
Junior
guys, stand
Trophy Tournament in
New front
Romania
row.
earlier
I
this
need
year.
that
That was
space,
in
okay?
end of
Keep
August,
that
early
space.
September.
Okay.
Another highly rated player from the Aurora Barbarians, both hookers for the Arrows today from the Barbarians. We've got Liam Carter just warming up in front of me. He's another Atlantic Canadian
Crouch.
from the PEI Mudmen, getting ready to come on. Also
Bind.
plays for Balmy Beach when in Ontario.
Set.
Big scrum from the Arrows. Free Jacks collapsing, but they managed to get the ball clear. Seema tries a cheeky one off the back of the foot.
Make a decision here.
And it's gone into touch off Mora. What's the call here? Mora was standing in touch, so there'll be a line out to the Arrows.
Time off. Easy, guys. Easy. We have to go. It's not anarchy. Is it blue line out or
Little discussion here.
blue line out?
Yep, confirming. Blue lineout, Ryan Alguire making the correct call on the sidelines. Oh, there was a, I dare say that wasn't quite straight.
Easy, guys. First advantage for not straight.
No advantage. Now,
Options.
will they take the lineout or will they take the scrum? I have to think they might go with the lineout after the problems they've been having in the scrum. That's indeed what they do. Free Jacks taking the lineout. They want nothing to do with that Arrows scrum. Actually, that's Miles McCone. I can see him now wearing 17. I couldn't figure out who was on. Miles McCone, of course, playing Major League Rugby as well with the Nola Gold, joining his Free Jacks side
Offside.
from the Fairfield Yankees. Here's Lupton taking it on for the Free Jacks. Makiera knocked on,
20 blue offside.
but offside is the call. Against a
2-0.
mystery number. I think he
Offside.
actually meant Kieran Martin.
20.
Or possibly Grant Crowell. Here's the kick to touch from Leader now. And it's a good one. Free Jacks in a good attacking spot here.
Blue force up.
Just on the 22.
Just hold the line out, please. Hold that line out. Substitution.
Got a sub coming in now. Now Liam Carter is on the pitch. Mike Shepard, the captain, comes off for the Arrows. So there is PEI's Liam Carter into the second row wearing 19.
5 blue. Collapsing.
Collapsing at the line out. Penalty against the Arrows. Free Jacks are getting very close. Makiera driving towards the line. Luciano now gives the ball. It's over. Who is it? It's Schlottman, the first try. Finally on the board, the Free Jacks. Luke Schlottman from Life, the Running Eagles with the try. There it is, the historic first points for the Free Jacks. Thought they had it in the first half. They've got it now officially in the second half. Luke Schlottman with the hard line, driving over. The front row getting it done. Makiera and then Schlottman. Can you see here, Makiera taking the quick tap. He's had a good game, and you'd expect that with his experience to be a leader out there today. And there's Schlottman with a little bit of help from Matt Houston, his captain, and John Kakinda just behind. And he is over the line. The first try, New England Free Jacks history. Congratulations to Mr. Schlottman and the team. Let's see if they can get a few more on the board here before the end of this one. 33-5 now the score. Seema will line up this conversion. This should be routine. I don't want to curse him, but a kicker of his talents should have no problems whatsoever with this. Seema, of course, breaking Canadian hearts as a junior with a 50-plus meter penalty goal to knock Canada out of the World Rugby Junior Trophy a couple years back. He kicks that one, no problem. 33-7. the score now. 20 minutes left to play in this
But they
one
came out
here
with a try.
at Wanderers grounds in Halifax. Looks like Dave McKenna's chewing some gum while he's hanging out over there with Matt Houston, or chewing on his mouth guard. Kick long from Coates. Seema gathers. Tackled by Van Horn.
5 blue, move.
Penalty against Van Horn for not rolling,
5
just
blue,
not
roll
moving
away.
fast enough. And the referee's been consistent there today, so
5 blue.
no complaints. Leader again with the kick, and it's another good one. Gets them well over halfway, just about to the Arrows' 10-meter line.
Your partner didn't roll away. What's the call? What's the call?
Still a few subs to come into this game. We'll probably see some of them soon. Here's Seema feeding Kakinda, belted by Crowell in the tackle. Here's Seema again, leader, going for that little chip through. It hasn't worked all game for them. I'm surprised they're still going with that tactic.
Tackle,
There's a little
tackle,
spacing
tackle.
behind, but
Yeah, just
it's
wait.
just not paying dividends every time they've
Wait.
tried it. It just hasn't worked out. The Arrows trying it there. That was Cooper Coates on the short
Yeah.
side, but it
Keep
doesn't
playing.
work out either. Maybe keep the ball in hand, fellas. Seema feeds. That's Hunt. He's done really well to stay in this game. Looked like he was going to come out earlier.
Yeah, you've got
The
it.
ball's
You've got
come
it.
off
You've got it.
Abdelmanem. Advantage. Not sure if that'll be a knock on or a penalty.
Another advantage off feet.
Here's a new, this is a penalty advantage, off feet at the breakdown. There's Miles McCone with the carry. Houston dragged down by Forrest. Collins takes it on Coe there to stop him. Luciano now looks for Seema. Here's
Over.
McCone, another hard line from the big man. Luciano hits Seema. Seema pokes it through into the corner. That's a better kick from him. But Martin is there to cover. Referee says that was advantage gain. So that'll be a line out to the Free Jacks just on the Arrows side of halfway.
Okay, I'll watch for it. Thanks, man.
McCone, another guy we didn't know about playing with the NOLA Gold last year. We didn't know he had made the switch. Here he is playing with New England. One of the reserve second rowers for the Gold last year. Luciano to Seema. Does well to gather that.
Away!
Pass just in behind him. Free Jacks have just been a little bit slow. There's McKenna with the charge
Away!
forward.
Move!
Free Jacks a little bit slow with their recycling today. Just haven't had a lot of quick ball to work with. So they've been forced to kick a lot. And here's Leader again with the poke in behind.
Okay, keep
Finds good territory this time. Cooper Coates lets it roll into touch. That'll be a line out to the Arrows, but deep in their own end. So they'll have to clear from here. Just looking over at the Free Jacks bench. A couple more jackets getting unzipped. Guys
Line
starting
out
to
here,
move
guys,
around a
guys.
little bit. Probably see a couple subs coming in soon.
Line outs here, line outs here. Get back 10!
There's the throw. Just tapped back by Van Horn. The Arrows have it. They're under pressure. McCusker got up there to challenge. Here's DiNardo. Grant Crowell with his first carry.
No, leave the ball!
Very
Leave
punishing
it.
ball
It's a
carrier.
rock.
Probably the
It's a rock.
form number 8 in the Canadian Rugby Championship earlier this year. Played with Acadia University, now with the Calgary Rams. Ball goes to Martin. He tries to clear, but it doesn't find touch. Here's Dazo. Powerful runner, taken down by Mora. He's done well to tackle the bigger man today. Houston takes it on. Of course, he's been very prominent today. Ball to Sima. Sima looking for the cross
In
kick.
front there. Happy. Play.
Finds
Okay,
Leader.
good. Play.
Leader looking for the offload to Fraser, but can't quite get it off. But here's Lupton in support, driving forward. They're getting close to the line now. Smith rolls away quickly. There it is. FreeJacks are over again. Who's the scorer? It's Schlottman again. The prop with the double. 2 tries for Luke Schlottman. And the FreeJacks have 12 points on the board. Well, what a memorable day for Schlottman. There it was, the cross kick. Leader took it. He was looking for Fraser there with the offload, but he just managed to shovel it onto Lupton. Lupton took it on. Here's Schlottman again in support, just as he had earlier. Almost a carbon copy, but he did it by himself with this time, reaching ahead for the try. Try number 2, Sima lining up. This will be another easy kick for him.
Fine, you good?
Just had another sub coming into the game. And that would be Stephen Hinshaw, I'm pretty sure, wearing 23. Diego Macchiera coming off. Henshaw in at hooker now.
They've made subs, guys.
Sima converts. It's now 33-14. Another change for the Arrows. Lee Kegel coming on to make his Arrows debut. Replacing Andrew Coe at outside center. Kegel, of course, with the Markham Irish, the new McCormick Cup champions. Kegel is Sri Lankan international, a dynamic athlete, so keep an eye on him. Very quick player, good step. Long kick, McCusker takes it. Big hit from Crowell, looking to make an impression in his trial today with the Arrows. There's Windsor there with the tackle on Kukinda.
No, Mo, come on. Brought in! Stop.
Sima kicking long. Coates is there. Lets it bounce though. And now he'll look to counter. No, he'll look to fire it back. That big boot of his, but it's going straight to Sima. Plenty of time for Sima to make a decision.
Keep coming, Red.
He just kicks it right back. A little ping pong being played. Here's Kieran Martin. He shoots it into the gap. Fraser going back. He slides onto the ball. Hammond is there to pressure. Rogers also there, but no challenge at the breakdown. Luciano looking and finds McKenna, who just passes it off to Sima. Sima runs into Forrest. Forrest lets go. Here's Fraser. Snagged by McRogers. Luciano to Schlottman, the double try scorer. The hero of the day for the FreeJacks. Short ball from Houston, finds McCusker just on his shoulder. Sima, quick hands from Leader. Out wide, Kukinda was in there. Didn't quite see what happened there. Maybe a little knock on and it's a scrum to the FreeJacks.
Line up. Red line up. Red line up.
Oh, it's actually a line out. Confusing calls here, confusing signals. Come on, Mo.
Wait, Red.
Let us know what's going on here. Here's a throw from Hinshaw. Tap down, FreeJacks with a line out. Luciano hits Sima. Here's Schlottman. Good carry from him. Man of the match for the FreeJacks, I dare say. Sima. Lupton hits Fraser. Fraser's in space. Beats Windsor, tries to pull over Coates. Coates does well to drag him down. Hammond is there. Can't quite get his hands on the ball. Here's Luciano, hits Houston. Couldn't quite get the hands on it, but it's still there. McKenna at the back, Leader. Hunt had the ball. It was hacked forward from the FreeJacks. And this will be a line out to the Arrows.
Keep that gap here, Ryan.
McRogers with the throw in this time.
Keep that gap, yeah. Thank you.
McCone makes a mess of
Guys,
that line
first
out.
knock on by Red. In the line out.
But just couldn't quite grab on it. It'll be a
On the 15.
Knocked on scrum to the
No,
Arrows.
it was a good contest.
Free Jacks with the height advantage now in the line out with McCusker and McCone on there.
Let's go. Look where we are. I got one.
Knock on.
I'm taking one.
Carter and Van Horn just about a 6'5" range for the Arrows. McCone, McCusker just about an inch taller.
Crouch.
I got one. I'm sliding out. Trust me.
Bind.
DiNardo still on for the
Set.
Arrows. He'll have the put in
Wait.
as we enter the final 10 minutes of the match here.
Hold. Still there. Still there.
Kieran Martin with the little dab. Great line taken by Kegel. There he is. Oh, it's a big hit. Was that Dazzo? No, it was Danny Collins actually with the big tackle. Great job to track down Kegel after that kick ahead.
Wait.
DiNardo hits Crowell. Crowell driving and wrestling his way forward. DiNardo to Forrest. Stuffed right on the gain line. Going nowhere there. Here's Mullen showing his pace from the 7th circuit. He's broken straight through. He's going to go all the way. Dazzo tries to hold it down, but there's a try. What an individual effort from Matt Mullins, the Canada Sevens rep. Showing his tremendous athleticism. Give him any space, he just stretches his legs. You can see here the replay. Crowell did well to set it up. And Forrest took it on. He took out 2 defenders, and that just freed up enough space. DiNardo with the short ball, and then it was just slipped through a tackle. And there was just no chance from the cover. There's no way as a fullback you're going to stop a rampaging number 8 at full flight. That's a great try from Mullins. First try for the Arrows in this half, though. You have to say, give credit to the Free Jacks.
Use your hands if you have to.
They've done well. They've been up 14-0 in this half.
I'll look at you. I'll stay back.
This will be an easy kick for Coates. And it is. Score now 40-14 for the Arrows. Got about 7.5 left in this game. On the clock anyways.
One red off.
Placement coming in
One
for the
red.
Free Jacks.
One red. Are you one? I'm going to miss you too. I'll see you at the pump.
Schlotman coming off. So this will be Sean Moran coming in at prop.
Time on.
Wearing his correct number. Kick long goes to Mora. He's held up. This could be a turnover. It is a maul now. Free Jacks getting the choke tackle in their 2-second rows. McCone and McCusker. And they've won the ball. Good work by the two. By the engine room for the Free Jacks. Getting those long arms around Mora and just holding him up off the ground.
9 blew off. Maul, brought in. Not coming.
And here's the sub for the Arrows making his debut. Owen Schimple at scrum half from the Markham Irish, replacing Riley DiNardo.
Brian, yeah, take it. I'll come inside. Crouch.
And that's all the subs now
Fine.
into the game for the Arrows. Still a couple to
Set,
come in for the
wait.
Free Jacks. Kind of surprised they haven't thrown on the other guys. We haven't seen Thor Laframboise yet, or Jihad Kabir. Here's leader. Short ball, that was Dazzo, smashed in the gain line. Knocked on, and that'll be a scrum to the Arrows. They could see that one coming a mile away. Well, here we got Kabir just about to come on wearing 19. It's normally a second row reserve jersey. I assure you that Khabib is not or Jihad rather, is not a second row. Very crafty playmaker from AIC. Oh, he's not going to come in just yet. They're just holding him. He's getting warmed up here, shaking out the cobwebs.
Set. Straighten up, red.
Owen, get that ball, win it. To the back. That ball.
There's Abdel on him taking it on. Good pressure at the breakdown from McCone, though. Here's Liam Carter. Cleans it up. Good work for the Arrows there.
Back up.
Scrappy
back up.
ball Free Jacks a little bit offside, but ref lets it go. Here's Crowell. Crowell in space, shackled by leader.
Just wait, just wait.
Schimple. Taken down by Moran.
Yeah. You're off your feet.
Penalty
You're off
against the
your
Free
feet.
Jacks. Off their feet at the breakdown. That was Hinshaw, the replacement hooker, wearing 23. Free Jacks not going by conventional replacement numbers today. Coates kicking for touch. Arrows will just slow it down a bit. Here's the subs. Laframboise coming in wearing 20, and Jihad Kabir wearing 19 coming out of the pitch. So we got McCusker coming off, and who else? Steven Dazo
Can you just
makes
stop
his way
going out
from
here
the
for a
field.
second?
So Kabir
Guys, we
will
need a
move to
bigger
the
gap.
wing.
Easy.
Laframboise
Easy, wait. New guys,
really
we
slide
need
into the
space
second
here.
row.
Stay inside the 5, please. Stay inside the 5, please. Inside the 5,
Normally a
please.
flanker, I
Inside the
believe.
5, please. Okay, time back on.
I'd see Owen Hunt move into lock instead. Long ball to Carter. Gets it back to Abdelmanem. Schimple with the break. Early tackle from Thor.
Away 18.
Wearing an appropriate hairstyle out there.
Off the ball, leave it. Ruck.
Jack McRogers. Tackled by McKenna. Schimple to Van Horn. Van Horn a little pointy going into contact there. Here's Kieran Martin fending off a couple. Crowell with nowhere to go. It's a good tackle from McCone. He's made an impact since he's come on. Good game for him. Windsor kicking into space. Fraser moves back, but it's well beyond him. He'll chase it back into his own end goal, touch it down for the 22. A couple minutes left in this one. Can New England get back down into the Arrows territory? Much better second half from them, has to be said.
Okay, guys, today, please.
Well, Squibs along the line. Little show of skill from Martin. Oh. Barreling into his man.
Leave him.
That was Kokinda on the other end of Kieran Martin's crash ahead. There's Martin standing in fly half. He puts in the kick. Lots of guys in chasing, putting pressure. Look at that step. Jihad Kabir, first touch, and he's through into space. Great step to make territory. Did so well for the Free Jacks there. He's Sema. McKenna. Short ball to Hunt. Was probably forward, but the referee lets that one go. Fair enough. Luciano to Sema. Sema to Fraser.
I can't hear you. What are you talking about?
He makes space, tackled by Crowell. Big Dave McKenna. Moran, McKenna again. He just lost his hold on the ball. Lost forward. It'll be a scrum of the Arrows.
No. It's not what that guy saw. Yeah.
Approaching the final minute of play. Spike Armstrong coming on for the Free Jacks now. Oh, lots of subs.
Forward pass? Okay.
I think that's
Just use your arms.
Devin Ibanez also coming in on the flank,
Easy, guys. Just subs
allowing
coming
a
in.
couple
Easy.
extra subs
Easy.
today because of the exhibition
Yeah,
nature of the
that's two,
fixture.
right? Subs coming in. Good day, sir. Back 5.
Got the youngster
you.
Connor Robinson here on the sidelines as well.
Find in, guys. We've got about just
Wants to get in the
under
game.
a
Not
minute
sure
and a
there
half.
will be time. The young front rower. He's going to come on for Matt Houston if he can get on.
Crouch.
But again, the clock is ticking down,
Fine.
so the referee might whistle full time
Set.
before Robinson gets his chance.
Balls in, at the back, out back.
Wait.
Here's Kieran Martin. Gives it to Lee Kegel, showing his quickness. Here's Schimple. Just loses the ball.
Yeah.
Kabir throws it in to nobody, really. Kind of a panicked pass. Free Jacks still have it, though. Luciano, Sima. Sima again with that kick ahead. Again, I think he's just done that a little bit too much today. Hasn't worked out. Good line. I think that's Windsor. What's the call here? Not rolling.
No.
Time is up on the clock. We're in referee's time now.
Time off. Came here. You've pulled him through.
Is he going to give a card
Yellow
here?
card.
He's good. Ian Luciano sent to the bin with time expired. A little excessive, maybe. Coach kicks to the corner. The Arrows will try and get one more before time goes up. Of course, you can always kick to the line out now. The laws have changed. Doesn't matter how much time is on.
Sub coming on.
But that means that Connor Robertson will get his chance. He runs out there. He's wearing a number 3 shirt. Had to trade because, of course, there's only so many jerseys to go around. The captain, Matt Houston, will come off for these last few seconds of the game. Connor Robinson, the youngster, I think he's, if I'm not mistaken, he's just 18 or 19 years old. Normally plays in the front row.
Get back.
Promising youngster. Arrows win the line out. Bit scrappy, but they have possession. Looks like Crowell with the ball now.
Just wait, guys. Wait back there.
Liam Carter takes it on.
Off his foot.
There's Jack McRogers, that signature red
He's in
scrum
front,
cap.
he's in front.
Kick in behind from Martin. That's probably going to go long. It does.
Okay, guys, that's full time.
Through the back of the in goal. Referee looks at his watch and signals full time. There it is, the final score here from Wanderers grounds in Halifax. Ontario Arrows 40, the New England FreeJacks 14. Not a bad showing for the Free Jacks here. Their first ever game. They scored 2 tries in the second half, both courtesy of Luke Schlottman, their loose head prop. Arrows getting their scores. Had a couple from Andrew Coe earlier. They had one from Van Horn. Matt Mullins making the line. Cooper Coates. Conversions from Cooper Coates. Good game for the Arrows. They'll be happy with that. That's 2 wins for 2 from them in their fall campaign. We'll see what's up next. We don't have a confirmation of their next match just yet. We'll certainly hear from that pretty soon as they get ready for the 2019 Major League Rugby season. So that is it for us from here. I'm Brian Ray with America's Rugby News. You can check out our match report coming up later. Thanks, everyone, for listening, to all of you from Boston, from Toronto, from Eastern Canada, from wherever you are. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Thanks again. Signing off.